Cheese jerky, cheese jerky. I'm the man who had the cheese. I'm the man who had the jerky, and we put it together. Really quirky cheese jerky. I just had some beef jerky, so I was thinking about just reminiscing on the Hannah Montana days with the cheese jerky. Anybody remember that? Welcome or welcome back if you're new. My name is Kristen, and you've reached my little corner of the internet. Yes, the eyeshadow is quite pink. If you don't follow me on TikTok, hey, I have a TikTok and I do beauty content on there, and I have this little series that I post on Wednesdays called Wheel of Eyeshadow Wednesdays, where I spin a wheel with all the names of my 41 eyeshadow palettes, and it picks an eyeshadow palette, and I use it, and clearly the eyeshadow palette was pink. So that's what I just finished filming today, and now I'm sitting down with you all, and we get to talk about books, and I get to take a break from beauty for a second and yap about books with you guys because we're doing another reading vlog. We all know how good I am at filming reading vlogs. So originally every month at the beginning of the month, I kind of map out the videos that I want to do and write down video ideas. And originally, I had written down a reading vlog to finish series that I'm in the middle of, and I don't really want to do that anymore. So instead, we are doing a mood reading vlog because that is what I am in the mood for. So yeah, this is a mood reading vlog. It's gonna be chill. It's gonna be lax. I thought it would be a good vlog to have just because it is more relaxed and laid back because we're just reading books that I feel like reading, and there's no really set theme or rhyme or reason to it at all. It's just picking up books that I feel like reading, and I feel like that'd be easy to vlog so I can just chat and yap, and it doesn't have to be set up in some grand big way, and I just get to read books that I feel like reading. So today is actually Tuesday. It is not Monday. Usually, reading vlogs should start at some sort of beginning of the week. But no, not today because I didn't. Actually, I did start a book yesterday. I started listening to one. I didn't actually start physically reading one. There is one that I physically want to start reading today, so we will get to that. But I actually started listening to the audiobook of 7 Days in June by Tia Williams, which is on my July TBR. Yeah! So I started listening to that on my walk yesterday, and today I am about 38% of the way through, so I'm going to continue to listen to more. I'm going to continue listening to more of it today. I have to clean up my room again. It gets messy very easily, so I'm going to pop in my audiobook and listen to that, but there is a physical book that I want to start reading today too. So I want to start reading Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood, her new summer romance that released this summer. Hey, summer, summer, summer. And this is also on my summer TBR, and I feel like summer is almost over, which I hate saying that out loud. We have a little summer book that I want to read. Last night? Sunday night. Yeah. Sunday night, I was like, I had finished Beartown, finally. And I read The Nightingale and Beartown back to back. So I was like, I need something that is not like that. And I was like, I'm in the mood for problematic summer romance. So that is what I picked up, and that's kind of what inspired me to change this vlog to a mood reading vlog. Just because I was in the mood for this, and I was like, I don't want to film me reading books I'm in the series. Hey, no. Yeah, you get it. I don't want to do that. So instead, I picked up this. So I'm excited to start it, and that's the goal for today, to see how far I can get. And I guess it's also kind of seeing how much I realistically read in a week as well. I do feel like now that I'm in my audiobook era, hey, I do get through a lot of books now because I do listen to a good amount of them. I'm looking at my list here. I've listened to 3 books out of the 8 that I read this month, so that's a pretty good. That's 3 books that I would have had to physically have read instead. So I feel like listening to books definitely boosts my reading number for the month. So listening to 7 Days in June, gonna start physically reading this, and I'm very excited because I haven't held a book and read it like this in a while. I have my Kindle. I love my Kindle, but sometimes I'm just itching to physically read a book, like a normal person. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. That's where I'm starting. Right now, I think I'm gonna set up my camera, film myself cleaning my room, and listening to 7 Days in June, which is really exciting. So we're going to save this for a little bit later. I guess that is also one thing, hey, rant, about like reading on my Kindle. It's just like at night I can turn off all the lights and just read on my Kindle without having any big annoying lights on. And with this, I feel like I'm on a sundial track to read this while the sun is still out. So thankfully it is summer, so it's lighter later now. But, anyways, I don't know where I was going with that. Let's listen to 7 Days in June, continue more of it. Again, I'm 38% of the way through, so let's see if I can get to 50%. I do have to take off this makeup look because my wax lady is coming today, so she needs access to my eyebrows. So, and makeup is in the way, so eventually I will have to take this off, but for now, let's get some things done. Hey guys, just doing a little check-in. I started this vlog yesterday, so today is Wednesday, and I have a few updates for you guys. So starting off with 7 Days in June, I am about 70% of the way through the audiobook, which is fantastic, but also a little bit of a problem because I'm borrowing it from Libby and it is due tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna try to prioritize that and finish that today. I don't know if exactly like tonight at midnight like they're gonna take away my book, or if it's tomorrow, like it's due tomorrow. If tomorrow at 11:59 they're like, okay, we're snatching this from you now, and I gotta skip the line loan, so I can't even renew it. I have to place it on hold again, which is Perfect. So I think I'm gonna prioritize that and see how far I can get, hopefully pretty far. It's almost 3:45. So I've been reading though Problematic Summer Romance. I'm almost halfway. I am on page 169, chapter 19. So I've made a good dent in this. I went to the nail salon today to get my toes done and brought this along with me to read. And funny story, I came home after the nail salon and I put my feet up to start reading this and my pinky toe doesn't have any nail polish on it. Yeah, so I left the nail salon with 9 toes painted with my poor pinky toe without any polish. So tomorrow I have to go back to the nail salon and get my toe painted, but that's besides the point. I also filmed today my August TBR video, which is going up before this video. So it's live right now if you want to go see what books I am gonna try to read for August. But for 7 Days in June, I'm really liking that book so far. I'm not surprised at all. I knew I was gonna enjoy that book, but the story is just written so well and it's so interesting because it's basically about Eva and Shane, and they met as seniors in high school and only hung out for 1 whole week. And basically we kind of jump between past and present timelines, but also the present timeline coincides with the past timeline, if that makes sense. So it's like Wednesday present and then Wednesday past, because they were only together for 7 days. So I really like how the story is told. The writing is beautiful and I really love how Tia is writing this story. So I'm definitely invested, and you know, that's kind of also a good reason why I want to finish this so fast, because I want to get to the end and see what happens. And then with Problematic Summer Romance, it's okay. I love Ali Hazelwood. I love the Love Hypothesis. I love Theoretically. Actually, spoiler, Love on the Brain is on my August TBR. That's one of the books that got picked. I know she wrote Bride and people were like, they were down with Bride. They were like, okay, I can get behind this. And then she wrote Deep End, which was her first like sports college romance, and people were like, ooh. And then she came out with this year, 2 books in 1 year, crazy. But and people are also like, ooh. It's fine. The vibes are there. It's set in Italy for the summer, which is really cool, super fun. And the summer vibes are there, but it's low-key kind of giving me the ick a little bit from our main girl, Maya. She's 23 and our love interest is 38, which, don't get me wrong, I love a good age gap romance. But I feel like right now with Maya, she just keeps bringing up that there's an age gap between them. It's like the only trait that she seems to have at the moment. And the writing in here is also very different than other Ali Hazelwood books, I feel like. And I feel like it's because it's characterized really closely to Maya and how her brain works, because she does this when she's like talking as well. She'll just interrupt her own like sentences, and she does that with her inner monologues in here as well. So it's like she'll start inner monologuing and then an ellipses will come and she'll just kind of continue with the same thought but in a different like way of saying it. Like it won't be one cohesive sentence, if that makes sense. So it's a little bit weird, kind of funny. I have laughed out loud a little bit. But yeah, it's not like a horrible book by any means. It works, it's fine, and I'm barely halfway. So there's still a lot more book to go, and I'm not feeling anything like I'm not attached to the book or the characters in any way, but it's good, and I look forward to sitting down and reading it. So I think that's what I'm going to do right now for a little bit. But those are the updates I have for you right now, and check back in a little bit later. I guess last night you also saw me, I was listening to 7 Days in June while cooking dinner for the fam, so that was really fun, and that's how I made a lot of progress on it as well. So I'm gonna do Problematic Summer Romance, even though I should maybe prioritize 7 Days in June. Oh gosh, I don't know. Maybe I do 7 Days in June and play some of my pizza game. That sounds kind of fun. Okay, maybe we do that instead, because I was gonna read more of this, because I only read barely 100 pages of this today. So maybe I prioritize 7 Days in June because I'm on a little bit of a time constraint with that one. So I think that's what we're gonna do.
Hello, a few reading updates. Got a few. Listen up. I officially finished 7 Days in June last night. I finished listening to the audiobook before going to bed last night, and oh my gosh, I'm giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. Like I said before, the storytelling in that book was just so well done. It was so beautiful. I was so captivated. I'm a sucker for second chance romance, especially childhood friends they weren't childhood friends. I mean, like, it was just second chance teenage romance to adult life love romance, if that makes sense. So yeah, 4 stars, thoroughly enjoyed it. More thoughts to come, obviously, at my July reading wrap up, but really loved it. I definitely want to read more by Tia. Everything about that book, and Shane and Eva, and oh my gosh, Eva's daughter, Aubrey. I don't remember the daughter's name. It's Audrey, my goodness, hello. Loved her. She was so spunky and witty and hilarious. I loved whenever she had anything to say in that book. For being 12 years old, she was hilarious. But yeah, 4 stars, really enjoyed it. And then this morning on my walk, I started Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. This is on my 25 books to read in 2025, so I definitely wanted to start reading it. And I got the audiobook on my Libby a couple of days ago, so I still have access to it for the next 12 days, which is really exciting. So I officially started this morning. I'm 11 chapters in, not even that far, so haven't made a significant dent yet, but I am really enjoying it. I love Emily Henry right now and her writing, so I'm excited to see where the story goes. It just picked up a little bit, but not much going on yet. And then with Problematic Summer Romance, I'm about halfway into it right now, so pretty deep. And I'm not having trouble with it. I'm not loving it as much as other Ali Hazelwood books. I think just because the way she wrote this specific age gap romance is just not clicking for me. I don't know, it feels, I guess it is supposed to feel a little bit one-sided with Maya having this crush on a 38-year-old man at 23, and he is just not it. I don't know if I like him or not right now. Connor, he's kind of mean. I understand the grumpy sunshine trope. I love it sometimes, Cade and Willa, they're one of my favorite couples, and I gave Heartless a 5 star, so I love grumpy sunshine. Just something about Connor being extra grumpy where it's like borderline rude, where you can't even tell if he's like down bad for her or not, it's just like, ew, this guy is kind of turning me off. So that's where I'm at right now, halfway through the book, which is a little bit scary, but still a lot more to go. We'll see how far I get tonight. I'm actually headed to the movies right now to see F1, and I don't know what the rest of my night is going to look like. We'll see if I get some reading done, but those are the updates I have for now. Some exciting ones. Finished a book, started a book, which is really exciting. That was actually on my to-do list today, to start a new book, so check that off, which is really nice. But I also need to clean my room. It's really disgusting. But those are the updates I have for you right now, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. right, I just finished Problematic Summer Romance, and I'm giving it a 3.25. It was fine. The summer vibes were there. It was, just what I was looking for a cutesy summer romance. But, like, I think this is my least favorite Ali Hazelwood book, which sucks to say, but, somebody needs to come in last. And right now, it's this one. I think my gripe with this book was just how many, like, age gap jokes there were. Like, Maya, the main girl, she just kept referencing over and like that he's an old man, he's a geriatric, he was raised in the dinosaur era. Like, okay, I get it, like, he's 15 years older than you, like, okay. And I said this before, I loved Cade and Willa, who I did a little Google research because I forgot how big their age gap was. It's 13 years-ish. So, and in this book, it's 15. So not that much of a difference. And I gave that book 5 stars. And I think it was just done way better. Maybe also because he's a single dad and a cowboy. But I just don't know. I think Connor in here was just too grumpy for me, and the constant reference to their 15-year age gap, mostly coming from Maya, and then Connor kind of holding himself back also from getting with Maya because of that age gap, but not at the same time. I don't really know what was happening there. So yeah, I feel like 3.25 is a pretty solid rating for this. Like, that's not horrible by any means. It's just, it was hard to see past all of the constant nagging at the 15-year age gap. It was constant. Like, I was like, call him old man one more time. I'm giving you one more time to do it because this is starting to get a little bit old, no pun intended. So right now, and also this book was almost 400 pages, which also didn't love that either. Yeah, the last like 3 chapters of this book, I was like, okay, when is this gonna be over? I'm like kind of getting tired and bored a little bit. So now that I finished the book, I'm not in a slump. I don't feel like picking up anything right now because, like, I'm not gonna lie, my eyes kind of glossed and glazed over the last 3 chapters. If you told me to recount what happened, I probably couldn't. I could for a certain amount of time, but tomorrow I probably couldn't. So I don't really know what to pick up next after this because I don't really want a summer contemporary romance right now. I might do Fearless by Lauren Roberts, which is the last book in the Powerless trilogy. Hey, words. I have it on my Kindle downloaded, ready to go, so I might do that. I don't know if I'm gonna start it right now because I just finished this and I don't really want to pick up and start another book at the moment. So I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a break, but we've been doing well. I also listened to more of Great Big Beautiful Life today. I'm 37% of the way through, about 150 pages in, so still a lot more to go on that as well. But yeah, those are my thoughts at the moment, but I'll check in when I check in. Hey, it's Sunday. I didn't vlog at all yesterday, but I feel like I might wrap this vlog up today because starting tomorrow, I'm going to be working on another reading vlog. I'm not going to wrap it up right now just yet, but I wanted to give a quick update on Great Big Beautiful Life. I am almost done. I'm on chapter 25, so very close. I've been listening to all of it, but I'm about to sit out by the pool, and I think I'm going to physically read what I can of this today and see how far I can get. Hopefully I can finish it today. I feel like that's a little bit ambitious, but we'll see. I don't know exactly how to feel about this book just yet. I'm enjoying listening to it. It's very interesting. The plot of it is also very interesting. It's very different, I feel like, from other Emily Henry books that I've read, and I think it's different in a good way. I was talking to my friend yesterday about Emily Henry books, and because I am now back on reading her books, I took a big hiatus from reading her books for a couple of years. And now that I've read like 3 or 4 of her books this year, they all start to kind of like mush together a little bit. And this one is standing out just a hair because I think it reads a little bit more fiction based than romance based, which I'm enjoying. And that's no shade to Emily Henry. I mean, her writing is phenomenal. And when I'm reading her books, I am having a great time and I enjoy them. But like, I feel like now I've read Funny Story, Beach Read, Book Lovers, People We Meet on Vacation is on my TBR for next month. So I just feel like they're all kind of mushing together a little bit. And I've read Happy Place, but that was a long time ago. I couldn't tell you anything about that book, to be honest with you. So it's like, in the moment, I love reading Emily Henry books. Sometimes they don't stick with me. Beach Read, I think, is the only one that's really left an imprint on my brain, but Book Lovers and Funny Story kind of just, and I feel like this one, I'm having a great time reading in the moment, but it's not gonna mush together exactly with the rest of the other books. It's not leaving as big of an impact as I thought it would, because it was so like hyped up before the release. So I don't know. Those are my thoughts right now. I still have no idea what I'm gonna rate it. I mean, there's still some book to go, but we'll see.
Hey, it's Tuesday. I didn't film any clips yesterday because, frankly, I quite didn't feel like it. So yesterday, hold on, I need to take a sip of my matcha. So yesterday, I finished Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. The last clip of me was on Sunday, and I unfortunately did not get to finish it on Sunday. I actually finished listening to the audiobook yesterday on my walk, and I'm giving it 4 stars. So I wrote down some notes because I truly can't, I don't know. I liked this book not as much as other Emily Henry books. I still gave it 4 stars just because it was still really good and really immersive, and I think I didn't give it lower than a 4-star because it was different than her other books, because it was more fiction-based because of this Margaret Ives storyline that she had going on. So it was good, not great. Get it? I said the premise was different than other Emily Henry books, but I feel like it could have been executed better from her, which I still stand by. I feel like, I don't know, this book was like halfway done or something. I don't know. It didn't feel complete and fully fleshed out. It felt like 2 halfway thought out storylines because she was balancing the Margaret Ives storyline and Alice trying to discover more about this socialite persona of Margaret Ives, and then also balancing, of course, a romance plotline, which she is obviously very good at, which majority of her books focus on a romance plotline and have a subplot of something else, whereas I feel like these 2 plots, she was trying to make both of them the main plot, if that makes sense. And I actually enjoyed reading the Margaret Ives plotline, the interviews between Margaret and Alice, a little bit more than the romance plotline in this book. And this may be a hot take, but I feel like the romance plotline was only there because she mostly writes romance novels and was catering to her romance audience, which is fine. I think I wished she picked one over the other and really committed to it, whereas like I feel like she wanted to she chose both, and then they were both like not really fully fleshed out in her brain.
Hey, editing me here. There is one little point I want to make also about Great Big Beautiful Life. Hey, I think what I was trying to say about like Emily Henry and this book with the romance plotline and it being kind of a more fiction-esque type of book, I feel like the reason why Beach Read works so well is because, like, I'm just throwing Beach Read in here. Hold on. Whoa. I'm going to use Beach Read as an example. Beach Read works so well because it focuses on, it's a romance book, but you are able to connect to the 2 characters and see their chemistry build because she is using the subplot of them trying to write books. They both have like deadlines due for their books, and they are trading genres, right? And it works so well because we get to see them interact with each other on these dates for research for their book genres. So it's just like you get to see it in real time on their relationship building, whereas with Great Big Beautiful Life, I feel like you never really see them truly build a connection. I mean, it's here and there, but it kind of gets thrown out of nowhere at you. There are, like I said, there are little tidbits of them building a connection. I just feel like it wasn't fully developed between the two of them. tape between the two of them, so it wasn't very convincing. Like, their relationship wasn't very convincing. So I think that's what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, if you think I'm wrong, then that's fine. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion. All right, anyway, that's sorry for interrupting. That's it.
There's also some twists in here which you can easily, I predicted them. The further I got into the book, I went, oh, this is so happening, and then it did. So the twists were fine. You can definitely see them coming the closer you get to the end of the book. And I want to end on a positive note, but I'm going to say my last negative point. Why does Emily Henry have like an obsession with shaggy haired, grumpy men? I feel like all of her MMCs are like described as this tall, broad guy with dark, shaggy hair where he desperately needs a haircut and some like either deep chocolate hazelnut eyes or like ocean blue piercing eyes or what have you, and he like is completely closed off until he randomly decides to open up to the FMC. So I'm seeing a pattern here, and that's why I said I feel like all of her stories kind of mush together because they all just follow kind of the same formula. But of course, as always with Emily Henry books, I did get the amazing small town vibe from her writing. She never fails to have a descriptive small town little cutesy scene in her books, and I definitely got that. It was set in a small island in Georgia, which was really cute. And then with Alice's interviews with Margaret, describing Hollywood and like everything Margaret was doing in her teens and 20s and stuff. So I was able to fully imagine the scenes that were being described in that as well. So I think that's what Emily Henry does a really beautiful job at, is really setting yourself into the scene and making you feel part of the story. But that is all for today's vlog this week's vlog. I really enjoyed mood reading this week. There was some hits, there were some misses. Yeah. But that's what mood reading is about, I feel like. So, had some stuff on the TBR that I wanted to knock off, and I'm glad that I did. But yeah, that is all for me for today's video. Please make sure to give this video a like if you liked it, and comment down below what book you're planning on reading next. I would love to know. And make sure to subscribe if you want to come back for more beauty and books content, more books than beauty. My beauty is on my TikTok, which is linked down below if you want to see how I did this eyeshadow look today. It will be linked or posted on my TikTok if you want to go see it. Also, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. What? 1,000 subscribers? I started with 0 at the end of February, and now I have 1,000 of you. That's a lot of people. I can't imagine talking to 1,000 people. That's a lot of people. I get stage fright. I'm introverted. I can't talk to 1,000. I can't talk to one person. Okay. So thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. That is absolutely insane. And I'm thankful to each and every one of you because you guys are the ones that make this happen. So that is absolutely crazy. So thank you so much. But yes, all the links to my social media are down below. My TikTok, Instagram, my Goodreads, and Fable are linked down below as well. You can friend request me on Goodreads and I will accept your friend requests, and follow me on Fable and I will follow you back on Fable so we can see what we're reading in real time together, and you can actually see what I'm actually reading in real time right now. Can you see it? Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. I'm actually going to start the intro to that thing over there next after this. So if you see me in the same look, that's why. But that is all I have for you for this video, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in another video soon. All right, bye.